Hey guys, I'm Dave, Dazzling Dave.
And I'm Eric from The Eric Show.
And today we're here to talk about Pinewood Derby cars. Eric was in Cub Scouts for many years. I was right there with him. And every year he had to make a car. And when he went to make it, I didn't want to be the dad that took over and did the whole thing. But I like building cars. So every year he made a car, I made my own version. So today we're going to talk about the different designs, different design ideas, and also a few tips on how to make yours faster or cooler.
Yep, I never really focused on the making it fast. I always focused on the design and stuff.
Well, the first year, the theme was a picnic. So what I did was I made a hot dog car. And actually, I drilled out the back of the car. I drilled out the actual hot dog, and I put all my weights right back here because the weights in the back are best. It probably would have been better to put them down lower, down in the bun down here, but that way it lowers your center of gravity to make it go a little bit better, stay strong on the track. But in this case, it just works so well to drill out a dowel. So that's where I put the weight on mine. That was the first year's car.
Yep, and for the first year for me, I just ignored the theme. I never really followed the themes because I thought it limited my creativity. But yeah, so I made Thomas the Train. I actually didn't really make it. It was mostly my dad helping me with it, but...
What I did was I helped him do the actual physical cuts. This was his very first car, I believe first or second grade, I think. And he did all the design, and he showed me where to cut, and then I physically moved it on the bandsaw to help him with the cuts. He did all the gluing and painting and everything else on his own.
All right.
Our second year was a comic book theme, and just because I like to be very literal, Marvel Comics was my card. Literally cut it out on a scroll saw, just attached it like this. What I tried to do with this one is make sure the wheels were good. If you're building a car that you want fast, make sure the wheels are exactly centered in their grooves there, to the point where I actually took a drill bit and drilled through the groove where they had that there, and I drilled in it to make sure that that axle was going to go straight and that the wheel was going to be straight. Any lubricant you use should be dry graphite lubricant.
Right. And then for that, again, I ignored the theme completely, and I just made this creation. It's like a crocodile,
like an
unicorn.
alligator or something. Oh, I remember something special about the actual race day with this one. Do you remember?
Yep, we had to send it down backwards because of the horn.
It was almost considered an illegal car because this went over the front of it. So when it took off, it had that much of a head start. And to be fair, they had him run it backwards.
Yep. That was kind of fun to watch and fun to do.
The third year, Eric came up with the idea that we were going to do a Minecraft theme. So I made a Minecraft car as well. This was probably the fastest car I ever made because I got the weights all loaded towards the back here, into the head, very, very low. By the way, when you're making something aerodynamic, that's fine and all, but with a Pinewood Derby car, really the key is weight. Get it to the 5-ounce maximum weight if you can. It's better to be very, very heavy.
And then this is the car I'm probably most proud of, because everyone said it would be very, very difficult to make and stuff, but I proved them wrong, I guess. I had to cut out tons of little blocks, and I made kind of like a whole Minecraft world, you could say. Yep, really detailed, and it took a long time. And I think I even got an award for creativity or something.
It was the best one that year.
Yep.
And the last year, I decided to go crazy because our Cub Scout pack decided to have the other division. So in other words, the Scouts all made theirs like regular, but anybody who wanted to be in the other divisions, dads, brothers, sisters, that kind of thing, there was no rules. We did not have to follow the exact rules. So I came up with this really unique looking car. It's not made with the regular wood. There's actually different woods here. There's purple heart and zebra and wing and maple and padauk, all kinds of really cool woods that I just glued up. I then used a Dremel tool to cut the different shapes here to make it look like it had fender wells and windows and little side fairings. This thing was super cool, and it was really fast because it's way too heavy. But I have to admit, it was my favorite car to make. Sometimes when you're given the chance to make outside of the rules, it's fun. So Obviously, if you're in your Pinewood Derby, follow those rules exactly, make the best car you can there. But if you're just making a car for fun, pull out all the stops.
Then mine is not nearly as exciting as that one. That one was really fun to watch, but this one was kind of just like a Star Wars with the Millennium Falcon and an asteroid field. It was a pretty good one. I put a lot of work into the Millennium Falcon, and then it was kind of hard to come up with the idea how they'd be suspended and all. And then
So this is like flying through an asteroid field?
Yep.
Oh,
That's
sure.
why it has this to like match this, so from the top view. And I actually didn't even hide the weights in this. I just glued it to the bottom. Don't think I did that with any of the other ones, but
Yeah, we weren't worried about how fast those were going to go. You were just making them to look cool.
yeah, this one was supposed to be a bit faster. Didn't win, but it was fun.
So these are some different ideas. If you're looking at different ideas to make your Pinewood Derby car, again, the tips that we would give would be dry graphite.
Yep.
Make sure your wheels are nice and straight. That's the most important
Yeah,
part.
that's very important. If the wheel comes off, I think I had like a car do that once. It's like pretty much, even if you can put it back on, it's kind of hard to...
Yeah, pressing it back in doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, you have to work a lot.
On one of the cars, I think it was this first one, I actually didn't even use the cut grooves on the bottom. I drilled holes from the side with the drill press to make sure they were perfectly straight, and that really helped to make the car go faster. Dry graphite lubricant is, again, the best. Make sure your wheels are straight. Aerodynamics don't matter anywhere as much as compared to the weight being towards the back of the vehicle, maybe right at that rear axle if you can. And of course, finally, just have fun, make the thing look cool.
Yep, that's pretty much the whole thing.
Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the Eric Show.
Yep.
Thanks.